So you play Claire Orsini, who's married to a Medici, right?
Clarice Orsini, yes.
Yeah. Costumes, was that the draw for this? I mean, they're awesome.
It was so lovely. It was completely collaborative, actually, because Annie was going on a very Renaissance feel in colour, in texture, and tone. And then we were talking with the producers, and they said, we just want women to watch that show and go, I want to dress like that.
Yeah.
And so we then added a bit of a couture catwalk twist, and all of a sudden, you know, I was twisting around, and Annie would like rip the sleeve off. So, you know, we just have a play, and we ended up being so immensely proud of Clarice's wardrobe because it was just such a lovely process.
I think it's gonna up the quantity of people at Renaissance fairs in the future. So tell us a little bit about your character. She's married to a very powerful man, and she comes from a very good family herself. So who is she as we find her in the series?
She is the devoted wife of Lorenzo Medici. She is a dutiful wife who is very pro-Florence, a shrewd politician, and as we just discussed, you don't see her an enormous amount at the beginning of the season. She's kind of a slow burn, and it's purposeful because she is the woman behind the throne. She is never going to undermine her husband, and yet you get these lovely nuggets in later episodes of just seeing them in their day-to-day lives and realise these two people care and love each other deeply. And she will do whatever she can to accommodate and allow for him to progress and to allow Florence and the family to flourish.
Would you say she's a bit Jackie O?
I would say Jackie O, Hillary Clinton. It's of that ilk for sure.
Just 600 years before,
Yeah.
500?
Yeah.
Yeah, 550, something like that. So tell me about working with David, because obviously he has a huge pedigree in superhero films, which I think everyone in the world is a fan of.
That was the draw for me for this project. Having just come off Sherlock, it was a pleasure to meet someone with so much integrity and passion for a project.
Who helps reinvent franchises
absolutely.
and ideas. Yeah.
He's a creator, he's an artist, he's a scientist, and it's his mind that attracted me to this project because it's stamped all over it. I met him in LA and we just played around with some scenes, and he would just keep throwing me curveballs, and we were just kind of playing tennis. We were just bouncing off each other, really, and it was such a lovely process that when he then said, look, there's this character I'm writing, she doesn't really appear in these 2 episodes that you're going to read. I need you to trust me. I need you to sign your life away for X amount of years to this show and trust that I will write for you. And it was a tough decision in some respects, and yet I knew that he had huge amounts of integrity, passion, and a vision.
So will we get to see her interact then with Leo?
We do. We get a couple of moments where she is almost trying to keep him in check. You know, she has a mission and she has a vision which conflicts slightly with his free-thinking, ambitious, wayward mind, and she just wants to keep him on track, and she'll use her femininity, and I think actually to a certain degree she's the most challenging character that he meets because he can't use his natural charm with her because she's a shrewd businesswoman
and she loves her husband.
Yeah, so that part doesn't feature, and yet they are both very drawn to each other.